But I think another thing that which a lot of Chinese men share this trait is that they're not very emotional.
Chinese men are not very emotional.
Not very emotional.
That is
They're
not true.
I came to the conclusion that Chinese men are the most stressed men in the world. Like, for example, when your mom expresses love to you, when you see your parents express it, have you ever seen your parents kiss?
No.
Yeah.
Chinese men's very fast in action. He look at me and say, "Oh, to be my girlfriend."
I don't want to say that, but the marriages and dating, like it's more transactional. Because in Chinese culture, a lot of the girls were like require the guy to pay for the dinner, Thai and apartment thing. Guys, remember Tinder is blocked in China, and there are also a lot of scams.
I think the Chinese dating game is they will be very nice to you when you meet them.
When was your last date?
I have a very sad history. He told his mom, and I think this is mom don't like me.
Previously, I've made interviews about international couples in China. One of the guests has a Chinese partner and shared about their dating stories, and also discovered the cultural difference between China and their countries. I even interviewed Chinese people about whether they want to have a foreign partner or not, and why not. So this video is for you if you wanted to move to China or you are dreaming about having a Chinese partner. My name is Aiden, I make interviews videos across China. Let's get started.
大家好，我是齐诗文，我是波兰美国混血，然后我是在广州这边长大的，然后在这边已经生活了25年了。
You're known as the dating coach for a lot of European women.
Yes, it's me. Hello, my name is Kira. I'm from Russia, living in China already 6 years.
Hi guys, I'm Mariam. I'm from Benin, West Africa, and I've been in Shanghai for like almost 2 years.
你是怎么学会中文的？
我小时候在广州上了小学，上了2年的小学就学会中文了。
Hi, I'm Veronica. I've been to Shanghai for 10 years, and I'm a vlogger, professional business translator. I do international trade. Sometimes I'm also a tour guide, so I do a lot of stuff.
你会说中文吗？
会啊。
你中文是如何学会的？
我本科就是汉语言，就是贸易汉语。
But how does dating like for you in China? Do you go after like people from foreign countries, or you go after Chinese?
When I first started dating, and when I very quickly realized that I was not very attracted to like Americans. I was not very attracted to like white people or like blondes. I noticed that very early. Like I was more interested in different cultures and different nationalities. And so then my first like serious boyfriend, my first serious relationship was with a Chinese guy, actually from Guangdong. And I was in that relationship for 5 years. And I think that relationship also really shaped how I view dating and how I understand dating. And so maybe because of that relationship, I started to, like my dating mind was more Chinese. Or maybe because I was just Chinese to begin with. But yeah, then after we broke up and I was dating again, then I started to realize, oh, a lot of the ways that I think and I act are very Chinese when it comes to dating world, which I didn't know before. But then later I was like, oh, I'm more like a Chinese girl in this aspect. Yeah.
What are some characteristic Chinese girls have?
Some people would say that, some things that people have noticed about me, which I didn't notice before, is maybe like the way that I would talk sometimes, or the way that like maybe I would laugh and I would go like when I'm laughing.
Yeah, you cover all your teeth.
And then they say that that's like a Chinese thing to do, which I didn't know. What else? Like I kind of expect the man in the relationship to be more like help me with my bags. And I'm not very like 50-50 kind of person. I'm not very like I like for him to like take care of me and help me out with things.
Do Chinese men usually good at that, taking care of women?
I think usually they are. I think usually they are, yeah. I think usually they are, yes. And they're very like protective, at least from my experience. And so those are some things that I only noticed later. And also some things that I didn't notice until I started dating people who are not Chinese. And then they would tell me that they noticed these things. So I found that very interesting. Like I was learning more about myself in that process.
What are some good qualities of Chinese men in dating terms?
They are nice and they don't really care about money that much.
Chinese guys?
No, I mean, no. I would say if they don't, because a lot of them care about money. So actually, I would mostly go for guys who do not care about money that much, because most of the guys I dated here made less money than me. So, and I know for a lot of people, it's like 丢脸 because like a woman makes more money than you. That's why, like, sometimes it's kind of a test for me. If I date someone and that person like knows that I make more money than them, like I check the reaction, or I pay for the dinner, and I check what they think, how what they say about it. Is it okay for the women to pay for the dinner? Because in Chinese culture, a lot of the girls were like require the guy to pay for the dinner. I don't like that. I prefer to split, but sometimes I even pay, because for me it's not a big deal. I make enough money to pay for the dinner. Okay, so yeah, and that's why most of the like traditional Chinese guys are not a good match for me.
Interesting. So in Poland, do you guys always have to pay for the dates?
No, we usually split. Like some girls will require to pay, but not all of them. But it's not very common for the girl to pay the whole bill, but they usually split. Yeah.
In China, it's the opposite. Guys usually pay for it.
I know that, yeah.
What are a few things that people need to be careful of when they try to find a Chinese partner?
Okay, for me, these are going to be the cultural differences, because in China, I don't want to say that, but the marriages and dating, like it's more transactional. Tile and apartment things. For me, that's obvious because my master's degree is in contemporary China studies. So, like, I know everything about the culture. But, like, if you come to China to work and you are not very, like, fluent in Chinese culture, this is going to be tough because, for example, you're a foreigner and you will find a Chinese girlfriend, and her parents will ask you for tile. What are you going to do? Are you going to pay or not? Like, how about apartment in China? Are you going to stay in China? For Chinese people, it's very important to take care of their parents when they get old. What are you going to do? Are you going to stay or leave? Like, I think these kind of things are very tough.
Do Chinese guys go after you, or how they usually approach you?
I think most people come after me, whether they're Chinese, black, or white, or anything. And surprisingly, I didn't think I would have a lot of Chinese guys come after me. But yeah, there are quite a few numbers. So it has been good, especially on my Xiaohongshu. They like to DM me a lot. Or like when I'm out with my friends, they do come up a lot, especially in Shanghai. Yeah. I think the Chinese dating game is they will be very nice to you when you meet them. Then you guys and then from your jiaweixing, then they can maybe ask you for a date. But it has never been like a pickup line like in the Western world. It's just like friendship to like, oh, do you want to have coffee or dinner? And then from there on, then you'll see what's going on. But I think the thing with China is they're quite very forward. So after like the third date, they expect you to be in a committed relationship or like things like that. So yeah, while in the Western world, it's okay to get to know each other for like a while, like a month or like 2 or 3. While in China, like maybe by the end of the week, you're already in a relationship. Yeah.
Okay. It's a little bit fast too.
Yeah, very fast. I mean, they don't waste time, which is good.
Well, that's how we build up the country in 30 years.
Yeah.
What do you realize differences dating a Chinese man versus someone from your country?
It's very different, very different. Chinese men's very fast in action, He look at me and say, oh, to be my girlfriend, like this style. And in Russia, it's never men's say like this. In Russia, men's sometimes ask you to dating or ask you to restaurant. After they talk, and after ask you to be girlfriend.
What kind of Chinese guys you go on date with?
Different. I met different men, but I can say who traditional guys, they not understand nothing about foreign cultures. They not understand how to make girl happy. They just, maybe I give you money, it's enough. For Russian girls, it's not enough. For Russian girls need flowers, need some restaurant, need like romantic places or something like this interesting. Because for Russian girls, interesting not just your money or your soul, your mind, your lifestyle, your characters, a lot of things.
When was your last date?
I have a very sad history. We went to traveling in Yunnan province, Xishuangbanna, for Chinese New Year. and it's very, very amazing date, amazing place, amazing and romantic atmosphere. But after he told this his mom. Mom know me, and I think this is mom don't like me. And after we stop communicate, this is man.
So he stopped communicate to you because his mom didn't like you.
Yeah, I think so. But you know, in China have a special rule. I don't know how to say, keeping your face.
Yeah.
And every time you say, yeah, you're so beautiful, you're so cool, and after, I don't like you.
How would you describe Chinese men?
For me, Chinese faces and Chinese style, it's very amazing. And about inside and characters, I like Chinese men very care about girlfriend and care about all. If I come to manicure, pedicure, they say, oh, wow, you have good manicure. Oh, you're so beautiful. Oh, you have new hairstyle, you know, like this style. And Russian men sometimes, what you have, new manicure, it's okay like this.
So Chinese men don't judge you a lot compared to Russian men?
Like more attention for me, have more attention. And Chinese men sometimes more simple.
How's dating like here in Shanghai for foreign women?
For me, it's okay because I've been here for so long time and I'm not planning to leave. But there are a lot of people who are planning to leave in like certain point. For example, they come here for 3 years, 5 years, and they leave. But actually, most of the people I have dated here are Chinese. So for me, that was pretty easy because they are not planning to leave. Most of the people in Shanghai, they are planning to stay here for a longer period of time. But if you come here for a few years only, maybe it's gonna be harder because if you are planning to go back to your country or you are planning on like changing a place, going to another country, and you are dating someone who's not planning to leave or planning to leave to another country, that's going to be tough. And I think like I have an advantage of speaking fluent Chinese. So for me, like dating Chinese people was never a problem. Actually, I've never used any dating apps because I don't like them. So I usually meet people through like my circle. Like all the people I have dated for like those years were like looked similar to me. So it was pretty easy to find like through the friends.
How different is dating culture in Slavic culture and also Chinese culture?
I'm from Poland, so in Poland the culture it's not as it is in like Russia or other like very Eastern countries. It's different because Polish people are a bit more westernized. So we value like the feelings more than money and apartments. We don't have tile and other kind of things. And I think the most important thing is like we don't really consider what our parents think about our relationships.
That's nice.
Yes, because I came from like very privileged background because my dad, he also does business in China. And they would never say that, for example, my partner, if he has like a worse family background than mine, he would never say no. Like they say that I can choose by myself. So he would never say that like my partner is too poor to be with me. But I know in China it happens pretty often, especially when you're a girl and your partner is not as rich as you. They could say something, for example, find more rich boyfriend or something.
What are some green flags and red flags about Chinese men?
Okay, so this is a very difficult topic to generalize because everyone's different, but I would say that one thing that you can safely generalize about Chinese men is that they will tend to be very family oriented. I think almost all Chinese men, you can say that this is a common trait. So they will have the like feeling that I need to take care of my family, I need to take care of my parents, I need to take care of my partner. I think this is a very common trait for a Chinese man. I would say it can be helpful. Another thing about Chinese culture, which I noticed, I'm not sure if it's true for everyone, but I think another thing that which a lot of Chinese men share this trait is that they are not very emotional.
Chinese men are not very emotional.
Not very emotional.
That is not true.
They're not.
That's true.
Because from a young age, they don't really have space to feel and express emotions. And they're very driven to work hard, get good grades, study well. And after being with my Chinese ex, I came to the conclusion that Chinese men are the most stressed men in the world.
Like they don't express when they are upset, they don't express. They don't talk to you.
Yes, and I believe that Chinese men are the most stressed men in the world because they don't only have to think about their work, they have to think about their partner, their wife, their girlfriend. Think about their parents, making their parents happy, taking care of their parents financially. Think about their children, making sure their children have a good education, making sure their children get into a good school. So they have stress coming from all different areas, from the parents, from the partner, from the work, from the kids. Like, I think that Chinese men are the most stressed men in the world, is my opinion. I don't know, maybe
Agreed.
it could be wrong.
Agreed. Okay, I wasn't thinking about that.
Yeah, because most other cultures, it's like once you get married, you kind of have your own space, your own bubble. It's like we are a new unit starting a new family. And most other cultures have a more stable work-life balance. But China's work culture tends to be more hustle culture, more like intense, more work hard, more competitive.
True.
So because of China's work culture, because of the fact that sons are expected to take care of the parents, these are some reasons why I think that they're the most stressed men.
I would say if the Chinese guy is taking care of the family business, it's a lot of stress. And if the Chinese man is from a middle class or lower class family, it's a lot of stress too, because you have to feed the wife, you have to feed the children.
Yep.
For us, this is what we must do as a man.
Yeah, so I think that because Chinese men also, because they have so much stress and pressure in their lives, and they don't have a lot of practice of like understanding their emotions and being able to feel their emotions and express their emotions, that it can cause some conflict in the relationship. Yeah, so I think that an important flag to look for is that he is open-minded and willing to maybe like he has the patience to be able to learn about his emotions and express his emotions so that they can grow their relationship in a healthy way.
That's interesting. That's something I knew I never heard.
Yeah.
Something I never heard before. And I think it's very true.
Especially like look at American culture, European culture, like people are like crying all the time. They're like, I love you. Like they just meet someone, they're like, I love you, you're the best. And they're like, their emotions are everywhere, sometimes not in the best way. And then China is kind of opposite of that. Like for example, when your mom expresses love to you, when you see your parents express it, have you ever seen your parents kiss?
No.
Yeah.
Never.
When your mom expresses love to you, when your dad expresses love to you, do they say I love you?
No.
Yeah, no. And then another thing that when your mom expresses love to you, what will she do? Maybe she will bring you some fruits, cook a meal for you.
She helped me clean my room.
Yeah, they express love like this. So they're not very expressive and not very emotional.
Yeah, she asks you that, hey, eat this, the chicken is good. Eat that goose. Yes.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, and then like after breaking up with my ex and then dating other people, like if I was dating someone and then like they would call me on the phone after the conversation, they would be like, I love you, bye. And I would never say I love you. I'm like, oh, we say I love you? I didn't have that habit.
Wow, you don't say that.
Because my ex, we wouldn't do that. Like we wouldn't do that. And yeah, so they're much more, I think that Chinese are just not that expressive.
Thank you very much. 谢谢.
Thank you everyone. Bye bye.
If my English very good, very well, I say to you all. You know, I'm really open personal for like interesting questions.
Okay. Yeah, that's it. Thanks so much.
Okay, welcome.
Bye.
Guys, remember Tinder is blocked in China. So if you go there, if you go to Tinder or like other international dating apps, they are going to like very international people are going to be there because they are blocked. You need a VPN to open these apps. So, and there are also a lot of scams. I heard of it. Like if you go on Tinder, you're going to find a lot of scammers, like people who will ask you for dinner or drinks. You go to a bar and the bill will be like huge, like
Tea house scam.
yeah, tea house. So they also have like drink bar scam.
Yes.
So they will ask you to go out for a drink, and you know the bill will be like a few thousand RMB. It's not a normal price in Shanghai. It's way too expensive. Don't pay that.
How do you say thank you in Polish?
Dziękuję.
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 Bye.
Alright, thank you so much for watching. I actually filmed this video in 2 locations, Shanghai and Guangzhou, within sometime last year in 2025. I kind of wish myself asked more questions and I could have dived deeper into the conversation. I think in 2026, I'm going to ask more questions about dating and also experiences about living in China. So if you're really interested in living in China or life as a Chinese, or Chinese culture, stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. And also, I started a long-term partnership with Chinese Zero to Hero if you wanted to learn Chinese online. It's fully structured, and also the instructors are both native Chinese who speak fluent English. So if you're interested about that, check it out in my video description. And also, if you want to know what Chinese people think about dating foreigners. Honestly, the term foreigners is very wide, but Chinese people usually referring to white people. You can check out these videos on my YouTube channel. Alright, thanks again, and I will see you in the next video.